We begin in the Middle East, where Hamas has threatened to kill all of the hostages if Israel tries to carry out rescue operations in Gaza. Now, according to a report from Reuters, senior Hamas officials have told operatives to neutralize all hostages if they sense increased Israeli military activity. In fact, it's been declared that the fate of the hostages now depends on Israel's actions. And we're also learning that some of the hostages have in fact been killed as of recently, as Israeli troops began a rescue operation in central Gaza.
Today, it has been cleared for publication that during an ISA operation supported by the IDF, the body of Israeli hostage Itai Svirsky was successfully recovered from the Gaza Strip and returned to Israel for burial. Itai was kidnapped from his parents' home in Kibbutz Be'eri on October 7th. His parents were murdered by Hamas terrorists. Itai was kidnapped alive. The inquiry investigated the reasons behind the death of the hostages and raised a number of possibilities. The possibility we think is the likeliest is that due to the strike, the terrorists murdered the hostages and the terrorists themselves were killed as a result of the IDF strike.
Now, Israel has accused Hamas of deliberately wanting the war in Gaza to continue by not returning the hostages and killing them during rescue efforts. Currently, there are over 100 hostages, including Americans, that are still being held captive.
Regarding Gaza, the most important thing today in the war in general is to return the hostages home. This is the ultimate goal that stands before our eyes, and we are working in every way to make this happen. I think that thanks to the intense activity, of which you are a central part, both the deterrence of Iran and what is happening in Lebanon and everywhere, the intensity of the pressure on this monstrous organization called Hamas is increasing, and there is a chance that this time we will really be able to advance a hostage deal. And we are working on this matter and see this goal before our eyes. Of course, in the future, Hamas cannot control Gaza. This is absolutely clear because of what has happened and because of what may happen.
It's also worth noting that Hamas has threatened to kill the hostages just days after President-elect Donald Trump warned the terror group. Taking to social media, Donald Trump threatened Hamas to either return the hostages before his January 20th inauguration, or there will be, quote, all hell to pay, end quote. However, the Palestinian group's recent communications reveal Donald Trump's options of a military offensive would not only mean the end of the hostage release deal, but it also could end in the remaining hostages being killed by Hamas.